Going to start in child's pose today, so you can come down to your mat. And when you get into child's pose, you can separate the knees wide apart, put your hips back on your heels, and then forehead to the ground. Go ahead and let the palms and the elbows rest heavy. So instead of extending the arms full extension, relax the shoulders, relax the forearms fully down to the ground, and then begin to rock your head side to side so you get a massage across your brow. Good. Feel the low back, get a stretch here. You're going to press the hands down a little bit, lift the forehead and the chest away from the ground. Thread the left arm underneath the bridge of the right arm. So you're going to bring the left bicep, left bicep, left shoulder all the way down to the ground. You can turn your left cheek and ear down to the ground too. Let the forehead relax right alongside that right arm. Staying in that threaded needle, take a big inhale. Fill up the upper back especially. So feel a sense of the shoulder blades spreading apart with the breath in. Good. Sink a little bit deeper into the stretch on the exhale. And then bring the left arm back to center. Left palm is next to the right palm. Switch sides. Right arm slides under the bridge of the left arm. Right cheek to the ground. And then same thing here. Rest your right cheek down heavy. Take a big inhale. I'm going to turn my head so you can hear better, but keep your head where it's at. Take a big inhale. Fill up the upper back. So it's almost like the shoulder blades are spreading apart on the upper back. Sink a little bit deeper into the stretch on the exhale. And then release that right palm back up to the top of your mat. Push the palm down firm. Rise up to a wide knee tabletop. So knees stay as wide as your mat. Big toes stay together. We're going to start to move in a circle with cat-cow. So you'll bring left hip to left heel, right hip to right heel. Shoulders come up over the right palm and then over to the left palm. So big circle in a counterclockwise direction. And you're going to take the hips back towards the heels. And then inhale, chest comes up over the palms. Exhale, hips go back towards the heels. And then inhale, chest comes up over the palms. The next time you come back through a child's pose, reverse those circles. Inhale, come up over the left palm, right palm. And then exhale, right hip, left hip. Keep it going. Big inhale. Nice easy exhale. This time as you come back to a child's pose, go ahead and hold it there for a moment. Once again, push the palms down, rise up. Go ahead and tuck the toes under and walk the knees in. So now they're underneath the hip points. We're going to keep the toes tucked and look for the knees to hover about an inch or two off the ground. So you're coming into a hovering tabletop position. Good. Drawing in the lower abdomen. Flattening the low back. Feel the legs and the core start to turn on here for another 2 breaths. Keep it in. Stay with your exhale. You got it. One more inhale. And then to downward facing dog on your exhale. Take the hips up and back. Start to pedal out your feet by bending one knee, bending the other. Nice slow march in place. From there, look towards your thumbs. Start to walk towards your thumbs for a forward fold at the top of your back. Nice slow step. When you get to forward fold, grab off the elbows, keep your torso heavy, and we'll sway left and right. So you get this gentle ragdoll head. Any tension from the low back, the mid back, almost like it's dripping off the spine, off the crown of the head. Good, and then release your hands down to the ground. Shake your head no. As you shake your head no, toggle your jaw in the opposite direction. So a little bit of brain work as well. As you shake your head left, move your jaw right. As you shake your head right, move your jaw left. Do a couple of those. Good, and then release the head all together. Bend the knees deep around the spine and start to roll up to Tadasana pose. Vertebrae. We'll move up 2 arms down. When you get to mountain pose, turn the palms forward, right into half sun salutations. We'll inhale the arms up, and then exhale down to your forward fold. We're going to slide the hands up the shins, lengthen the spine forward, and then exhale back down to forward fold. Push the feet down firm, inhale, rise. and reach the arms up high. Full body stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Go ahead and plug the thumb knuckles into the chest again. Big. Inhale, sweep up. Look up. And then exhale, dive down to forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Slide the hips up the legs. And then exhale, back down to forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Look up. And then exhale, thumb to heart center. One more round, like it big. Inhale, sweep up and look up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. This time, inhale, rise to stand. Stay in that full body stretch. The exhale, grab your left wrist and reach over to the right. Take an inhale and sit there. Side bend to the right. Good, and then push the feet down firmly, right back to center. Switch your grip and take it to the other side. Reaching to the left, push the right heel down. Inhale back up to center. Interlace your hands behind the back and then draw the knuckles down. Stretch the chest open and look at your heels. Keep the bind of your forward fold on your exhale. Keep that bind in the hands. Try to drop the fingers towards the floor behind your head. So towards the top edge of your mat. They will come nowhere close, but think of moving the pinky fingers in that direction. Good, and then release the hands down to the ground. Palms go flat, step back to plank pose. This first plank pose, we'll hold it for a breath cycle. Inhale. And then either halfway down or all the way down. Go ahead and lower for a chaturanga. On your inhale, come up to cobra. As you exhale, lower back down. Try to rise up through plank position to downward facing dog. Tighten the hips up and down. When you get to down dog, start to pedal out your feet by bending one knee, bend the other knee. Nice slow march in place. And then bend both knees, take an inhale. Look at your thumbs and either walk, step, or hop to the thumbs, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up high. And as you exhale, thumbs to heart center, do it again. Big, inhale, sweep the arms up. Grab the left wrist, reach to the right, side stretch. Inhale, back to center. Switch your grip, take it to the other side. Inhale, back into center. Interlace the hands behind the back. Take the upward interlace this time. Pull the knuckles down. Look up. Inhale. Bow forward. Knuckles stay down. Exhale out. Release the hands down. This time inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, you can step or jump your feet to plank pose. And right away, lower down. Come halfway to the floor or all the way to the floor. Inhale. Cobra or up dog. Your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, rise up high. This time, feet stay still. Push the heels down first. Deep inhale. Good. Steady, long exhale. Inhale, bend both knees. Look at your thumbs, and then step or hop to the thumbs. Forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Swing and reach up the front. Exhale, thumbs front center. We'll start to add on this time. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then right away, forward fold over the legs. Halfway lift as you inhale. Plank pose as you exhale. Stay in plank pose. Take an inhale. This time, right knee taps the right tricep on your exhale. Touch. Inhale, send it back and switch. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. We've got one more each side. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, send it back. Stay there. Take another breath in when you're ready for it. And then chaturanga on your exhale, your version of chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. When you get into down dog this time, we're going to inhale to lift the right leg. Go ahead and pick it up. Bend the right knee and stack the hips open. Now we're going to stay in that stacked position. Try to pull the right heel towards the right butt. And then a couple of times here, as you keep the stacked and the bent knee, start to rotate your right ankle. Big slow circles with your right ankle. And then reverse those circles with your right ankle. Straighten out your right leg. Square the hips to the ground. Take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, step your foot between the palms for low lunge. You're going to take the back knee down to the ground. Inhale, both arms go up. In that low lunge position, interlace your hands behind your head. Heel your elbows apart. Take a baby foot, look up to the ceiling. And then exhale into your half split. Take the hands down the frame of the right foot. Staying in that half split, lift your chest away from the shin. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and go deeper. So you move those towards the shin, towards the knee. Good. Holding there, flex your right toes. Good. And then staying there still, point your right toes. If you want to go a little bit deeper, and this is just an option, you might take your left hand to the top of the right foot, so right across the toes, and gently press down. Not too hard there, but you're stretching the soleus of your foot, so the top muscles of the foot. Whew, and that's a tight one, for me at least. And then release that stretch if you have it. Re-bend your right knee. Tuck the left toes under and go back to downward facing dog, all the way to downward facing. Take an inhale, shift forward to high plank, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog for the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. Now, keeping that stacked position, start to rotate your left ankle in one direction. Big, slow circles. And then reverse those circles. Beautiful. Straighten out your left leg. Square your hips to the mat. Take the left foot forward and between the palms for low lunge. This time, right knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, rise up. Low lunge. Different arm position this time. You're going to bend the elbows for cactus arms. Palms face forward, fingers spread wide apart. Pull the elbows back so it's almost like you're pulling shoulder blades together. Push the chest up, lift the chin, inhale. Half split on your exhale. Take the hands down to frame that front foot. Now as you inhale, stretch or lift the chest away from the left shin. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and curl in, nose towards the shin, the ankle or the knee. Stay there for a breath, flex the toes, and then point the toes. Maybe that right hand comes across the toes and you gently push down, stretching the soleus of your left foot. Nose stays close to that knee. Ooh, gently release it. Bend the left knee. This time, tuck the right toes under and step to forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now walk your feet together, bend the knees, and sink down into chair pose. Go ahead and lift your arms up. Good, staying in that chair pose. Take the arms back behind you like airplane arms. One more step, lift the heels up off the ground. Try to keep the heels lifted off the floor as you rise up to stand, sink the arms up. When you get up to stand, go ahead and slowly lower the heels down. Take one more inhale, full stretch. And then exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and halfway lift on your inhale. And then step or spring to your chaturanga on the exhale. When you get down through chaturanga, inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your down dog. Good. Building on from what we did last time. Bend, go ahead and lift the right knee. Bend the knee, stack the hips. This time, as an option, you might set your left forearm down, so it's kind of like a half dolphin. Left forearm only, right arm stays extended. So I'll move my ponytail here. You can see left forearm is down like a dolphin pose. Good. Now keeping that, you can do it with or without the left elbow on the floor. You're going to bend, keep your right knee bent, bring it forward, bend the right elbow, try to tap the right tricep, and then send it up and back. So bend whatever joints you need to get that right knee close and touching the right tricep. We're going to do 3 total. So once you've done 2, do a final 1. Tap right knee, right tricep. Inhale, send it back. Come up to 3-legged dog. So both palms are down on the mat. Both elbows are lifted. Right foot is lifted. Take another inhale. Step through for runner's lunge as you exhale. So this time, back knee stays lifted. We're going to move into a dragon lunge twist. So left hand on the floor, right arm to the sky. Open your wingspan to the right. Try to spin your belly button to the right inner thigh. Good. Take a deep inhale as you stretch, wings apart. And then we'll start to circle the right arm down, left heel down, rise up for warrior 2. When you get into warrior 2, flip your right palm open to the sky, reach forward. Up and back to reverse warrior. Go ahead and take your half bind, so left arm wraps behind your back, hook inside of the right hip. Stretch the right fingers back further. Move to side angle as you exhale. Keep the half bind if you have it. Roll that left shoulder back. If you want to go full bind, go full bind here. We'll have a chance for Birds of Paradise later on in our flow. So if you want to start to open up the shoulders by pressing with that half full bind movement, extend long through your neck. Take it in. Good. Now push both feet down firm. Release the bind if you have it. Rise up towards your feet. Straighten out the right leg. Sky archer. Start to flip up and back like a reverse warrior, but with both legs straight. You can even grab left hand, right wrist here. Pull back. Stretch the right ribs open. And then before you move into it, see your triangle pose. Just visualize it. And then start to move slowly into that triangle pose. Long extension of legs, arms, and ribs. When you get down into your triangle pose, you might rest the hand on the shin, you might rest it on the floor inside of the right foot, but have only a little bit of weight in that right hand, so not too much weight in that base hand. You can shift the gaze up to the ceiling or the left thumb, start to spin the eyes in that direction. Now, place the left hand on the left hip, put a little bend in the right knee, and we're going to slowly hop into half moon. So you can walk the left foot forward and touch, hop the right hand in front of that right foot, spin the left foot up towards the ceiling. You can tell edge side of the left foot rolls up. And then if you haven't already, like consider lifting that left hand up, big open wingspan. Slowly lower the left hand down for a grounded airplane, and then set the left foot down for a forward fold. You might have to walk the feet closer to get them together. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold, we're coming back to chair pose. Bend the knees, lift the chest. This time in your chair pose, bring the thumbs to heart center. Tap the left elbow outside of the right thigh, moving into your chair twist. You're going to spin the sternum towards the thumb knuckles. Good. If you want to open it up deeper, arms go wide. Big open wingspan. Another fun thing you can do here is start to work a half bind or full bind. So you might wrap the right arm behind your back and try to hook right fingers inside of the left hip. Now thumbs at heart center. Come back to the middle and chair inhale. Breathe forward fold as you exhale. Go ahead and straighten out the legs, hang the head. Shake the head no. Good, and then bend the knees, come back to chair pose, inhale. Thumbs to heart center, exhale. Stay, inhale. Twist, exhale. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Go ahead and spin the sternum towards the thumbs, drop the hips down low. And then whatever you added on last time, go again step by step. So maybe arms open, maybe left arm wraps behind you and hooks inside the right hip. And whatever additions you put on, go out step by step. So open wingspan, palms together, center chair. We're going to come back to the middle, inhale and chair, and stand up on your exhale. Straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Good. Stay standing, but fan the arms down alongside your body, coming into traditional Tadasana pose. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Step or hop to your chaturanga as you exhale, all the way down and through. Your inhale will take you into a back bend. Good, and as you exhale, back to downward facing dog, nice and high with the hips. Once again, other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knee and stack the hips. And then try bringing that right forearm down to the ground. So it's almost like a dolphin pose, but only with the right arm. Now at every joint, you need to bend to get it there. Bend and bring left knee to left tricep. Inhale, send it back. Lots of strength in the whole core. Exhale, left knee taps, left tricep. Inhale, send it back. Last time, exhale. Left knee taps, left tricep. Inhale, send it back. And then come back up to three-legged dog. So both palms are down, both elbows are up. Left leg is up. Inhale again. Exhale. Bring the left foot forward for your runner's march. When you get into your runner's lunge, go ahead and set the right hand down inside of the left foot. Left arm goes to the sky for a big inhale. Twist the belly button towards the left thigh. Keep that feet bend in your left knee. Start to circle the left arm back and down, and then rise all the way up to your warrior two. Good. When you get into your warrior two, look over the left fingers, flip the left palm, and then reverse your warrior. Right hand goes behind the back. Find that half bind as you reach the left hand back very far. It's almost like you're trying to touch the left fingers to where the ceiling and the wall behind your knee. Stay for another inhale. Move to side angle on your exhale. So you can keep that half bind, roll the right shoulder back. Look up towards the ceiling. If you did the full bind on the other side, go ahead and take the full bind here. It might be a prep for your birds of paradise, which we'll do later in our flow. Good. Now both feet push down firm, rise up through warrior two. Straighten the left leg and take your reversed triangle. So right hand grabs the left wrist. Pull that left arm back. Take another inhale. Now see your triangle pose. Long limbs start to move into your triangle pose. Ribs stay long, especially that left rib cage. In your triangle, there's little weight in that left hand, not too much weight. Right arm rises up buoyantly. If the gaze can shift to the right thumb, shift it skyward. And then a little bend in the left knee. Right hand to the right hip. Spring forward into your half moon. We're here for several breaths, so if you want to unfold it anyway, you might reach right arm up, you might take the gaze up. Now bring your right hand down for grounded airplane. You're going to spin the hips square to the floor. Bring the right foot down next to the left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, walk the feet wide. So feet are going to go as wide as your mat, prepping for Malasana. And when you're ready for it, you'll bend the knees, come all the way down to your yogic squat for Malasana. Thumbs to heart center. Press the elbows into the knees and squeeze the knees into the elbows. From there, lift the chest up high. Rock the elbows down low. And now, option for crow pose. So if you want to take it, you're going to set the hands down on the ground. Walk the feet back. Elbows to the knees, or knees to the triceps. Yes. And then right heel to the butt, left heel to the butt. Take it all the way up into your crow. Find a little bit of play time there. So you might fall out of it, get back in. You might hold it the whole time. You might come back to Malasana. We're going to be here for about 3 more breath cycles. So taking whatever you would like here. If you are going into that crow pose, you have the option to shoot it back into your chaturanga. We'll be here for 1 more breath. Inhale. And then do make your way back to chaturanga. When you're ready, you'll come back. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Now this time we're going to bring the knees down for a tabletop position. Same thing that we did last time, but different variation. We've done this in a previous class. You're going to take your left palm on top of the right palm, and then set your left elbow down so that your left forearm is parallel to the front edge of the mat. The left forearm is parallel to the front edge of the mat, palms are stacked. Stretch your right leg straight back, and you can even lift. So here's my hips are squared. You might lift the right hip so it rolls up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Bend the knee like you're going to touch right heel to right butt, and then take right knee to right elbow. Bend whatever joints you need to make it happen. Maybe the right elbow bends a little bit. That's perfectly fine. Inhale, send it back. Now work the butt muscle. You're going to take right heel to right butt, and then right knee to right tricep. Touch. Inhale, send it back. You have 5 total. Bend. Right knee taps right tricep. That's 3. Inhale, send it back. Bend the right knee, right heel to right glute. Bring it forward, right knee taps. Inhale, send it back. And then bend the right knee. Bring it forward and tap. Inhale, send it back. Last time, right knee bends. Right knee comes forward, tap. Inhale, send it back. Now we're going to burn out the glute here by lifting or pulsing for 10, 9, lift straight leg, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right knee down, come back up to tabletop. And then we're going to do a straight change to the other side. So right hand lands on the left palm, or the back of the left hand. Right elbow down, send the left leg back. From there, bend the left knee, tap left knee, left tricep. Nice and controlled, send it back. Bend left knee, tap left tricep. Inhale, send it back. Here's 3, bend, bring forward. Inhale, back. 2 more, bend, bring forward, send it back. Last one, bend, forward, and back. And then we burn it out. Lift, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down to tabletop. And then all the way back to a child's pose to stretch out the glutes. Nice for spin. When you get back into that child's pose, forehead to the ground, you might rock the forehead side to side. Good. Now push the palms down, rise up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, plank pose. Hold in your plank, take an inhale. And then either down dog or chaturanga. If you're moving through chaturanga, inhale your up dog. Exhale, we'll both be in downward facing dog. Good. From your down dog, lift the right leg. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. Now this time, if you'd like to flip it, you're going to set your right foot outside of the left calf. Turn the belly and chest open to the sky. Arch the upper back. So send the chest up and back towards the wall behind you. Take another inhale. And then as smooth as you can, transition back to your 3-legged dog. Lift the right leg up high. Take an inhale. And tap right knee, left elbow on the exhale. Once you find it, we're going to come down into our fallen triangle. So send your right leg outside of that left edge of your mat. Turn onto only the right hand and the left sole of foot. Lift the left hand. Take an inhale. Good. Move back to 3-legged dog on the exhale. Left palm down, right leg up and back. Lots of control in the movement. Exhale, bring the right leg forward and rise to warrior 2. Left heel goes down, arms open up. Good. Now from your warrior 2, we're going to straighten out the right leg. Quarter turn the right foot. So now both feet face that long edge of the mat. We'll do hands together at heart center and start to work the hips a little bit with Skandasana to the back of the mat. Bend the left knee. Now we're going to push the feet down. Try and rise all the way back up, straight leg, and then down to the top edge of your mat. Push the feet down, rise back up, straight leg, left side of the mat, and down into Skandasana. Push the feet down, rise up, and then right side of the mat. Good, rise back up, inhale. And then turn for a plank pose on your exhale. So both palms come down, step back to plank. From your plank pose, we're going to take right knee, right elbow, tap. Inhale, send it back. Left knee, left elbow, tap. Inhale, send it back. One more time each side. Right knee, right elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Send it back. Inhale, chaturanga on your exhale. Cobra or up dog. Breathe in deep. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Right away, inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. Go ahead and set left foot outside of that right calf. Turn the belly and chest open to the sky to the deep inhale. Stay lifted with the exhale. Another inhale. Good. And release back to 3-legged dog on the exhale. Left leg goes high. Now bend the left knee, tap the right tricep. Send the right leg to the side, and we'll roll into that fallen triangle. Right arm to the ceiling. Good. Take a big inhale through the nose. And then exhale, right hand comes down, send it back to three-legged dog. So much control in that ascent. And then knee to nose for warrior two. Go ahead and step through and rise up. When you get into your second warrior, we're going to straighten out the left leg, quarter turn the left foot, and this time you're going to hop the heels in, flip the palms up, and bend elbows, knees, and wrists, coming down into your goddess squat. You want to go a little bit deeper, lift the heels. We're going to here for 10, 9, 8, you got it, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release heels down, hands to hips. Now as you push the feet down firm, straighten the legs, pigeon toe the feet, inhale, chest up. And then exhale all the way to a wide-legged forward fold. As you come down, you can slide the hands down the back of the legs. When the hands get as low on the back of the legs as they're going to go, so start to bend the elbows, pull your forehead or the crown of your head towards the floor. This transition's really nice to headstand, so if you feel compelled to take a headstand, do a headstand here. Relax the jaw. Good. Hands come back down underneath the shoulders. Slowly halfway lift. Stay in the halfway lifted position. Bring your hands to the hips. Lots of core and leg strength. Rise up to a standing position. And then turn for plank pose at the top of your mat. Go ahead and land that plank pose. This time we're going to hold plank pose. So as you stand the fingers out wide, try to get a lot of space between each pigeon. You can always have the knees down. So if you want knees down in your plank, you can just bend. Make sure you have some weight in the knuckles of the index fingers and thumbs as well. Good. Now draw the belly button up towards the spine. Try to flatten the low back. Try to spread the shoulder blades. We're going to be here for another 15.
Oh, baby, you're so gorgeous.
Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, downward facing dog on the 1. Lift the hips up and back. Now take a deep inhale and down dog. And if you want the flow, shift forward to high plank and take your chaturanga. Exhale. Woo, inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Hold it to deep inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, and as you exhale, step or hop to forward fold. This time interlace the hands behind the back. We've been here before. You're going to drop the pinky fingers back. So it's almost like you're trying to reach the ground behind the head with your pinkies. Drop the chin in towards the collar, the nose in towards the thighs. Shift some weight into the balls of the feet. And then here, shake the head though. And if you liked that action in the beginning of class where you wiggle the jaw opposite of the head, you can do that. So as you look right, wiggle jaw left. As you look left, wiggle jaw right. Good. Release your hands down, bring the head back to neutral. Gorilla pose, as you pick up the right toe, slide the right palm underneath. As you pick up the left toe, slide the left palm underneath. If you can keep the balance, you're going to slowly rock the weight from your pinky toe to your big toe. Feel weight on each toe as you do that rock from side to side. Massage out the wrists, the base of the palms. One at a time, release the feet from underneath, hands from underneath the feet. We're going to enter our bird of paradise from a different position than you typically do. You've done this one with me before. You're going to thread your left arm between the legs. You're going to take your right hand behind the back, so wrap it. Back of your right hand is on the outside of your left hip. And then you're simply going to place the wrist or the back of your left hand inside of that right palm. So you're taking a bind where the right hand grabs the left hand or wrist. Now come up onto the ball of your left foot, so your left heel lifts high off the mat. Shift your weight into your right foot. And you can work your bind down however far you need to start to rise up into your bird of paradise stretch. So right glute, right leg works hard for you as you rise up into a single-legged position. And you find that bird of paradise. If you want to take it further, you can straighten out the left leg, straighten out the right leg. We're going to hold here and breathe. If you do straighten out the leg, and even if you don't, you might work on bending and flexing, or pointing and flexing your left toes, or circling out the left ankle. Just find some awareness and action in that left ankle. Yes, so focused, so balanced. As slow as you came into it, start to release that left foot down. When you land, keep the bind for a moment, drop your head down, and then slowly release into a gentle ragdoll. You can bend the knees. You might even pulse up and down a couple of times here the way a jellyfish moves. So just kind of rolling the shoulders, bending and then bending deeper the knees. So bending deeper, bending deeper with the knees. Let's switch to the other side. So now right arm reaches between the legs. Left hand goes behind the back. Place the back of the left hand on the right hip. And then try to grab. Right hand can either grab the back of the left hand, or maybe you've got that deeper bind, grab the wrist of the left hand. Lift the right heel. Push the left foot down firm. Start to rise up into your bird of paradise. Left side. Gotten as high as you're going to rise. Maybe you straighten out that right leg all the way or halfway, any amount. And then you can also move the right ankle here. So you might circle the right ankle one direction, the other direction. You might point and flex the right toes. Keep the collarbones elevated. So you have this nice lift of the chest, opening across the front side of the body. And just as gracefully as you came into it, start to lower down out of it. Keep the bind for a moment when you land. Compress in tight, and then slowly sit down. And again, it's kind of like a jellyfish hang here. So you can circle the shoulder blades, the shoulders. You can pulse the knees by bending a little bit, and then bending deeper. Walk the feet all the way together. Here's our last flow. As you inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, take that chaturanga vinyasa. Step or hop it back. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale, let's go to downward facing dog. Type of it up high. As you inhale, lift the right leg. Step the right foot outside of the right knee. Lizard pose. Now if you want to drop it a little further, maybe left knee comes down and forearms come down inside of that right foot. If you're bringing the forearms down, do line up the elbows with the right heel. And then a deeper variation that you can work on over time, you can even use blocks under the elbows for this one, is to walk. This is the deepest variation that I know of lizard. It's to walk the right foot over to the center of the mat, thread the right shoulder underneath the right knee, and then lift the back. That's the deepest variation. So as you advance in your lizard pose, you can always move up one step, move up one step. Go ahead and come back up to the palms. Now both hands are inside the right heel. And then we'll walk the right heel all the way to the left for pigeon pose. So you're going to walk the right heel over, over, over until you get into your pigeon. When you're able to lower the hips down, untuck the left toes, and find your deepest variation. So you might hinge forward at the hip. Many moments here to decompress that right hip, to stretch out the right hip.
Heaven knows you better.
Good. Now shift onto your right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around for a seated twist. Left foot outside of the right thigh. Left hand behind your back. Right hand to the sky, take an inhale. And then twist on your exhale. We've worked binds a lot, so you can either start to move into this one today, or you can keep it in your tool belt for a later date. You can take your right hand in that little triangle hole between the legs. Left hand goes behind you, and you can take a full bind there as well. So you might be able to wrap the left arm behind your back and clasp your fingers underneath the left thigh. And then once you have that bind, if it's not today, any day that you take it, you still want to focus on straightening the back, lifting up from tailbone to crown of head. We're going to release slowly this side of the twist and come into a counter twist. Place the hands down outside of your right thigh, bow forward. Push the palms down to rise back up. And let's go into a downward facing dog. Good. All the way back to downward facing. When you get into downward facing, inhale, lift the left leg. Step that left foot forward for lizard, left foot outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down to the ground, and maybe elbows come down and land inside of that left heel. And always the option to move into a deeper variation. If you want to walk the left foot to the center of the mat, you can thread your left arm under the left thigh. Place both elbows down. And also touch your toes with the back knee. That's any variation you take. You're welcome to lift the back knee up. So now we'll both be on the palms. Make sure palms are in line with that left heel. And then walk the left foot over all the way to the right and come into your pigeon pose on the opposite side. When you get that left heel to the right, go ahead and lower the hips, walk the right toes back. Untuck the right toes, good, and come into your deepest variation of pigeon pose. Now shift your weight to the left hip. We'll swing that right leg all the way around. Set the right foot outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lift the left hand. Exhale, twist to the right. And then the bind on this side, again, it can always be just a suggestion for a later date. It can be nice, I think, to know what's coming in the postures. So as your body starts to open, you can stay curious, but also have some steps to move into. So the full bind is to reach that left hand between the triangle hole of the leg, wrap the right arm behind, hook the fingers, and then sit up tall. Lots of compression in that right hip when you take the full bind, and it will feel different on both sides, of course. So sometimes, I think I've mentioned this to you in classes before, but sometimes it can be nice to try out something on both sides, and even if you can't do it on the other side, still do it on the side that you can. Incongruencies in the body are natural, and so it's nice to kind of feel where you can go in a posture. Not necessarily to push yourself too hard on one side, but to be able to feel what the pose is going to be like when you start to move forward on the other side as well. Go ahead and release this side all the way to your counter twist. Set the hands down on the left, bow forward. And then as you push the hands down, rise back up to your feet. Let's reset with a brief down dog. So just to get the hips to a neutral position, the spine to neutral position. Take yourself back to downward facing. Press your heels down. Let it be your best, most focused downward facing dog, because this is all we're doing right now. pushing heels down, fanning fingers apart, driving hips up, relaxing the jaw and the throat. Fill up with an inhale. Fill out the exhale. Bend the knees, look at your thumbs. You can either walk, step, or hop to a seat at the top of your mat. And then bring the feet in front of you. Roll down, vertebrae, vertebrae, vertebrae. We're going to come to the mat and set up for a bridge pose. So when you get down, go ahead and walk the heels in close to the glutes. Palms go flat. Lift the hips up, coming into bridge. And this is our only back bend for today, so if you want to make it a wheel, go into your wheel pose. Yes, shins stay parallel to each other. Feet stay parallel to each other, so feet instead of a ballet 2 stance are a Tadasana stance. Good, and over time we work on getting the feet closer and closer. You can even work all the way up to having feet all the way together in this posture. So if you want to work in that direction now, you can. Thing to keep in mind there is that you don't feel too much strain in the low back if you do move the feet closer. Hold where you're at for another inhale. Good, stay where you're at for this exhale, and then you're slowly going to roll out. If you come down to bridge, you'll lift the arms overhead, lift the heels, and roll the spine down, bone by bone by bone, massaging the whole vertebrae column. And then when you get there, take the soles of the feet together, drop the knees open wide, take the hands in the same position as the legs, mirror the hands and the feet by interlacing your hands behind the head and dropping your elbows apart. Good. Opening up the front of the chest, the front of the arms, the elbows even, those muscles right below the elbows, I should say. Gorgeous. And then release the bind of the hands. Take your hands to the backs of the thighs and pull the knees into the chest. We're going to come into a tight little cannonball. Nose up towards the knees. Compress. And then release into your final asana, your Shavasana. We'll take the legs out long. Arms out alongside the body. Release the weight of the head to the floor. Good. We'll do a very short nidra to wind out. So go ahead and bring all of your attention to your right thumb, your right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky finger, the right palm, right arm, right shoulder. Bring all of your attention to your left thumb, left index finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left pinky, left palm, the whole left arm, left shoulder. Bring all of your attention to your right big toe, second toe, third toe of the right foot, fourth toe of the right foot, pinky toe, sole of the right foot, the whole right leg, right hip. Attention to your left big toe, second toe, third toe of the left foot, fourth toe, pinky toe of the left foot. All of your attention to the sole of the left foot, and then the whole left leg, left hip. Good. All of your attention to your belly button. All of your attention to your right collarbone and your left collarbone now. Now, all of the focus to the tip of the chin. All of your focus to the center of the forehead. And now the top of the skull. Let the full weight of the body rest toward the ground. With without changing your breath, just feel the natural rhythm of your breath. Notice the rise and the fall, the expansion and the contraction. And then start to become aware of the subtle sounds or maybe even louder sounds in the space around you. Maybe you can even hear sounds outside of the home. You can hear perhaps traffic on the road or sky traffic, and yard work. And then back to the focus of the breath. Take a deep inhale. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Through the nose or the mouth, release. Exhale and start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And bend the elbows, circle your wrists. Inhale to reach your arms overhead. Full body stretch, big long reach. And as you exhale, curl into a ball. Either roll up to a seat or rock up to a seat. You come up to Sukhasana. Cross the legs. Good. Rest the hands down on the lap. Palms can be down, palms can be up, whatever feels most natural for you. Take a moment here to relax the shoulders completely. Feel at ease in the jaw, in the chest, in the tummy, in the thighs. Good. As you relax into the Sukhasana, inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, pull the hands down to the center of the chest. Take a moment here to be grateful to yourself for having taken this time out for you. Knowing that when you take out this time, especially regularly, you benefit so much from doing the postures, from gaining the strength and flexibility in the body and the mind. And take a moment to recognize that by taking this time out for yourself, you also benefit those around you. So the people that you live with, you take care of, that you work with, all benefit from you having taken time out for you as well. It was an honor to guide you through the class. Thank you so much, Jenny, for showing up this Thursday and sharing your time. Namaste.